Now the first thing you were asked to do is to identify for the 37-degree angle the side that was opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. In the first triangle ABC, the hypotenuse is the 5 centimeter side, the opposite side is the 3 centimeter side, and the adjacent side is the 4 centimeter side. So if we're going to write the trigonometric ratios, we'll start with tan, opposite over adjacent. So tan for the 37-degree angle, the opposite is 3 and the adjacent is 4, so tan for the 37-degree angle is 3 over 4. For the sine ratio, remember that sine is opposite over hypotenuse. The opposite side here is 3 and the hypotenuse for angle C is 5, so the sine ratio for the 37-degree angle is 3 over 5. And lastly, for this triangle, the cosine ratio is adjacent over hypotenuse. The adjacent side is 4 and the hypotenuse is 5, so cosine for the 37-degree cosine ratio for the 37-degree angle is 4 over 5. For the next triangle, the hypotenuse is the 10 centimeter side, the opposite side is the 6 centimeter side, and the adjacent side is the 8 centimeter side, and that's for the 37-degree angle. So for the tangent ratio for the 37-degree angle is 6, which is the opposite side, over the adjacent, which is 6 over 8. And 6 over 8 reduces to 3 over 4. And you should be starting to look for patterns here. Next, the sine ratio is opposite over hypotenuse. The opposite side is the 6 and the hypotenuse side is the 10. So the sine for the 37-degree angle in this triangle is 6 over 10, and 6 over 10 reduces to lowest terms as 3 over 5. So sine of the 37-degree angle is 3 over 5. Lastly, the cosine ratio is adjacent over hypotenuse. For the 37-degree angle, the adjacent side is 8 and the hypotenuse is 10, and 8 over 10 reduces to 4 over 5. In the last triangle, our hypotenuse is the 15 centimeter side, the opposite side is the 9 centimeter side, and the adjacent side is the 12 centimeter side. And so when we write the tan ratio for our 37-degree angle, it's opposite over adjacent, which is 9 over 12, which reduces to lowest terms as 3 over 4. And for the sine ratio, it's opposite over hypotenuse, which is 9 over 15, which reduces to 3 over 5. And lastly, the cosine ratio is adjacent over hypotenuse, and the adjacent side is 12, the hypotenuse is 15, and in lowest terms, 12 over 15 is 4 over 5. Now, what you should notice here is that in each case, the tangent ratio for the first one is for the first 37-degree angle was 3 over 4. For the second 37-degree angle was also 3 over 4, and the third tangent ratio was also 3 over 4. So we can make a generalization here, and if I take out all the other information, so what we can say is that in general, for every 37-degree angle in a right triangle, the tangent ratio is always going to be 3 over 4. And we can say this because remember that for all right triangles with a 37-degree angle, they're all going to be similar because they're all going to have a 37-degree angle, a 90-degree angle, as well as a 53-degree angle. So the tangent ratio will always be 3 over 4. The sine ratio will always be 3 over 5. And the cosine ratio will always be 4 over 5. So now what I'd like you to do is for the 53-degree angle in each of these same right triangles, I'd like you to calculate, first of all, identify the hypotenuse, the opposite and the adjacent sides, then write the tangent ratio, cosine ratio, and cosine ratio for each of the 53-degree angles in lowest terms, and then also look for any patterns again that you see with the trigonometric ratios.